Jaden, good morning. You look even more handsome today. It's been 6 months since you joined the company, and honestly, every day feels like a treat just watching you work.
Jane, we're at work. If you need something, just talk to me directly. We're on the same floor, so there's no need for messages. It's inefficient and a waste of time.
Oh, come on. You just can't resist talking to me, can you?
That's not it. It's just that if we're in the same place, using messages to talk is inefficient. It wastes both our time.
You really don't get it, do you? I can tell you want to talk to me directly. How about we step outside for a bit?
This doesn't sound like it's about work.
Huh?
I'm stepping out for a bit, so I'll be gone for a while.
Wait, what? You're going out now? But I thought you were doing office work today.
I'm going on an outside visit. I'm going to meet with a new client with the sales manager. Your department is not involved, so I'm leaving now.
Wait, hold on. That sales manager, you mean that woman, right? You'd rather go out with her than with me? Don't you think I should be the one you take out instead? Come on, Jaden. I know you're shy around me, but that's okay. You don't need to pretend. I'll make sure you compensate me for this later, don't worry. Jaden, so you're going straight home today, huh? I didn't get to see you after this morning, and I have to say I was feeling a little lonely. Now that we're not at the office, I can message you, right?
No, I don't think we're close enough to exchange messages privately.
Oh, come on. I can tell you're trying to get my attention, but don't worry. You don't need to go out of your way for that. My heart already belongs to Takaya-kun, after all.
Is that supposed to be a joke?
Oh, does it not sound like one?
Jane, you're a married woman with a husband and a child. You might want to reconsider saying things like that. It could easily lead to misunderstandings.
No, I didn't mean it like that.
And I've told you before, I'd prefer if you stopped calling me Jaden. Please use my last name instead.
But we're not at work now, so it should be fine.
It doesn't matter whether it's personal or professional. I've already asked you to stop using that name. I'd appreciate it if you respected that.
Oh, I see. So it bothers you that I'm the only one calling you Jaden.
What?
I see. I get it now. If you'd said that from the start, it would have made things clearer. So in that case, you can call me Janie. Feel free to use it, both at work and outside of it. That way it's even, right?
You're completely misunderstanding me. I don't intend to be close enough to you to have these kinds of personal conversations.
Huh?
What I'm saying is this. I would like you to use the appropriate form of address and keep it professional. Getting messages from you outside of work hours is honestly an inconvenience, so unless it's an emergency, I'd prefer you not contact me.
Wait, Jaden?
Excuse me. Jane, I've told you multiple times, stop messaging me.
Oh, come on, just hear me out, okay? This is really big news. Jaden, I heard you're thinking about buying a house?
And how is that your business?
Well, aren't you just a new employee? I mean, isn't buying a house kind of difficult on your current salary?
Again, none of this concerns you. Stay out of it.
That's where you're wrong, because once you hear what I have to say, there's no way you'll keep saying that.
Excuse me?
I've decided I'm going to buy a house for you.
What?
Now do you understand how deep my love is for you?
No, I really don't. And just to be clear, I'm going to buy a house on my own. I don't need or want anything from you.
Oh, don't be shy. You don't have to be so modest with me.
This has nothing to do with modesty. I'm serious. Don't involve yourself in my life.
I just went to see a property earlier and I found the perfect one. I'm about to start the paperwork right now. Isn't that exciting?
No, it's not. Listen carefully. I'm telling you that I'm buying my house myself. Even if you bought one for me, it would only be a burden. I'd consider it a huge inconvenience.
You don't need to hide your feelings. I know this means a lot to you.
No, that's not what this is at all. I want nothing from you. Why is that so hard to understand?
All right, then. I'm going to go secure this beautiful love nest of ours. Just wait patiently, okay? I'll handle everything.
Jane, seriously? I never asked you for anything. You're acting completely on your own. Don't do anything without my consent.
Jaden? I was planning to talk to you in person today, tell you everything face to face, but of course you weren't in the office. Out all day on business, huh? I didn't want to do this over text, but you've left me no choice. So, can I please come over to your place?
Jane, please don't tell me. You didn't actually buy a place, did you?
Of course I did. I bought you a high-rise condo, our new home, Jaden.
A high-rise what?
You know, the tower complex near S Station? The one with the fancy lobby and concierge and the panoramic city views. They had a 3-bedroom unit on the 23rd floor hit the market this morning, and I thought, this is fate. I called the realtor, went to the showing, and the moment I stepped inside, I knew. I knew it was meant for us. I didn't hesitate. Signed the papers right then and there.
You can't be serious.
Oh, but I am. You were looking for a new place, weren't you? I heard all about it. But a new employee like you probably couldn't get the mortgage you wanted, so I figured I'd help. I've been at the company forever, and my savings and salary put me in a great position. And really, what better way to show my love?
Jane, you're married, or were married.
Oh, that's the best part. I finalized my divorce yesterday, all for you, Jaden. So you don't have to worry about anything anymore. No obstacles, no baggage. Just us and our beautiful life together in the sky.
Okay, this is insane. We barely talk at work. We don't even know each other. You can't just show up in my life like this, buy a condo, and expect me to move in.
You always do this, pretend like I'm just some coworker. But I see the way you smile at me when you come by my desk, the way you linger when we cross paths in the hallway, the way you brought those hot spring buns last year just for me.
Those were for the entire General Affairs Department. You were the only one there at the time. I handed them to you because you were closest to the counter. I even said, for everyone.
No, you didn't. You looked straight into my eyes and smiled.
Jane, I'm begging you to listen. That was not me flirting. That was basic human courtesy. We've never gone to lunch, never exchanged a personal message, never even had a proper conversation outside of office greetings. You are a coworker, that's all.
You're lying. You have to be lying, because I left everything for you. My husband, my home, my financial safety, gone. For us.
Jane, I'm already married.
What?
I registered my marriage last month. I was planning to make it official to everyone tomorrow. I married Amy.
Amy? That child from marketing? Your new hire?
She's not a child. She's my age. We've been together since high school.
No, you're making this up. You're trying to drive me away.
No, I'm being painfully honest.
You two-timed us. You led me on while sneaking around with her.
We were never a thing, Jane. There was never an us. I've told you so many times I'm not interested, and I never was.
But you came to General Affairs every day.
To pick up mail, because that's literally my job as the new guy in sales. It's been the policy for years.
But what about...
No more whatabouts. You imagined a relationship that didn't exist. You bought a condo based on pure delusion, and you want me to live in it like it's some fairy tale ending? It's not happening.
It cost $700,000. I bought it for us. I can't afford that mortgage alone. I need you.
That's not my responsibility. I warned you. I told you repeatedly not to contact me outside of work, and you ignored every boundary I set. Now you're telling me you've put yourself in debt and destroyed your marriage for an imaginary relationship?
Fine, if that's how you want to play it. Then divorce that little girl and marry me. I'm your superior, and I'm giving you a direct order.
You realize what you just said, right? That's harassment. That's coercion. And it's going straight to HR.
No, wait. Jaden, please don't report me. I love you. Doesn't that count for anything?
No, it doesn't. Goodbye, Jane.
Please, don't leave me.
I'm blocking this number. Don't contact me again. The very next day, I reported everything to the company. I didn't waste time. I didn't sugarcoat it. I walked into the HR office with a thick packet of evidence. Screenshots of messages Jane had sent me, recordings of calls where she crossed more lines than I could count, and statements from coworkers who had seen or heard enough to back me up. It wasn't just about what had happened between the two of us, it was about the atmosphere she created around her. The gossip, the manipulation, the way she spoke to people as if they were props in a life she had scripted out in her head. The HR team looked tense as they went through everything. They didn't say much, but the silence spoke volumes. I could see the shift happen in real time, the slow realization that this wasn't just a personal issue. It was a serious breach of company ethics. Jane had used company platforms to harass a coworker, had created a hostile work environment, and had clearly violated multiple internal compliance codes. By the end of the day, she was gone. Technically, they called it a voluntary resignation, but everyone knew the truth. It was an ultimatum: leave quietly or be fired publicly. And Jane, ever obsessed with appearances, chose the route that let her preserve some sliver of dignity, at least on paper. She probably thought she could spin it later, maybe even tell people she left to pursue a better opportunity. But in reality, she was pushed out, her hands still trying to grasp something that had long since slipped through her fingers. And yet, as surreal as that already was, the real madness came a few days later. One evening, I got a call from my old landlord. He sounded rattled. Jane had shown up at my old apartment. She'd barged in screaming loud enough for the whole building to hear. Furious, desperate, completely unhinged. "This is your fault. How am I supposed to pay for the tower apartment now? You ruined everything." She had no idea I'd already moved. I'd relocated weeks ago, quietly, without telling anyone but close friends. I didn't want to give her a chance to pull something like this, showing up unannounced, trying to argue her way back into my life. So when she pounded on the door and demanded answers, all she got was a confused landlord and a locked door. Apparently, she made such a scene that the neighbors started calling the front office, worried it might escalate. The landlord didn't hesitate. He called the police. She was escorted out of the building, still yelling, still clinging to some belief that I owed her something. I was stunned, but not entirely surprised. Jane had always lived in a fantasy world where reality bent to her wants, where logic didn't apply unless it served her narrative, and now that narrative was crumbling. From what I've heard, she's still living in that luxury high-rise condo, alone. That place she had dreamed about, posted about nonstop on social media, showing off the skyline from her window, the minimalist furniture, the imported espresso machine. All of it now a prison she built for herself. She works constantly, day shifts, night shifts, anything she can get. I've heard whispers, restaurant kitchens, freelance gigs, even temporary data entry at places that don't ask too many questions. She's juggling it all just to stay afloat, barely making her mortgage payments on time. And here's the kicker. The down payment she used to buy that place, it wasn't hers. She took it from a joint account she had with her ex-husband. Savings they'd built together, likely for a future home they were meant to share. She drained it without permission, without telling him, and used it to chase a solo dream she thought she could force into reality. Now he's demanding she pay it back. I don't blame him. Legal action is apparently already in motion. She's not just broke, she's cornered. Financially, emotionally, legally. That high-rise isn't a dream anymore. It's a daily reminder of how far she's fallen. I think what unsettles me most is how deeply she believed in her version of the story. In her mind, everything would work out if she could just control the narrative. If she could stay close to me, keep me tangled in her orbit, manipulate situations until I either forgave her or forgot why I left in the first place. She never saw the collapse coming because she never accepted that the foundation was rotten from the start. It's terrifying, honestly, how powerful delusion can be, how far someone will go to avoid facing the truth. She didn't just make a mistake, she built a whole life out of misunderstanding and entitlement. And when reality didn't cooperate, she tried to break it instead of adapting. But that's the thing about truth. It waits patiently. And when it arrives, it doesn't knock gently, it tears through everything, leaving nothing untouched. Do I feel sorry for her? Maybe, in a distant, detached way. I don't wish misery on anyone, but she brought this on herself step by step. Every lie, every manipulation, every time she pushed boundaries and thought she could get away with it. It all led here. And me? I've moved on. My new place is quiet, modest, and finally feels like mine. There's no drama, no manipulation, no blurred lines. I'm not looking over my shoulder anymore, waiting for the next crisis. Sometimes I still get updates from mutual contacts. They say Jane doesn't talk much these days, that she looks tired, that the bright, overconfident persona she used to wear like armor is cracking more with each passing week. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
Yo, Lily! I was just looking through my contact list and I was surprised to see that I still had your number. Man, but let me tell you what, that wasn't even half as much of a surprise as what happened earlier today.
Oh, hey, Ken. Yeah, I was pretty surprised too.
Right? Like, what are the chances? I move to a new apartment, I'm scoping out the neighborhood, then I get hungry, so I pop into the convenience store right down the road from my apartment, and boom! I run into you for the first time since college. And then you told me that you actually lived right next door to that store. It's a small world, huh?
Couldn't say that again. I had just gone into the store looking to buy an eraser. I was definitely not expecting to see you.
Oh, and hey, the coincidences don't stop there. I'm actually starting a part-time job at that convenience store next week.
Wow, really? Oh, that's cool. Well, I guess that means we might start bumping into each other more regularly, huh?
I guess it depends on how often you need to buy erasers. You know, you really haven't changed much at all since we were in college.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, you're still wearing the same old worn-out, lame, boring clothes as you always used to.
You think my clothes are lame and boring?
Yeah, you know me, I'm a straight shooter. And good grief, girl, those clothes look like you pulled them out of the dumpster of a thrift shop. Like, what was up with that outfit anyway?
My outfit? I was just wearing my normal clothes, I guess. A t-shirt, jeans, sandals.
Yeah, exactly. What kind of girl actually walks around in public like that?
This one, I guess. I go to that store an awful lot, and I know most of the staff on a first-name basis. So, I don't know. I guess I never really feel the need to dress up at all when I'm only popping over to buy something really quick.
Listen, Lily, I'm telling you this is a friend, all right? You're a girl. You need to be taking better care of yourself. Put on a proper shirt, some makeup, little perfume wouldn't hurt. Like, I genuinely can't believe you were able to walk around in public looking like that without dying of embarrassment. What were you thinking? Your clothes were an absolute disaster area. They looked absolutely ragged.
Did it really? I don't feel like it's that worn out. I only bought that shirt a few months ago. The jeans I've had a bit longer, but not for more than a year or so.
You really don't get it, do you? Tell me, Lily, how much did you spend on that entire outfit? $30? $40? It couldn't have cost you any more than $50.
I don't really remember an exact number, but Yeah, you're probably in the ballpark.
Okay, so yeah, I was exactly right then. It wouldn't even matter if those clothes were all brand spanking new. An outfit that cheap looks like 50-year-old hand-me-downs to me.
I see.
So the next time we see each other, I'd appreciate it if you would make yourself just a bit more presentable, all right? Oh, and I mentioned this before, but whoever told you that you were naturally beautiful and didn't need any makeup, they were lying to you. You need a lot of work. If we're going to be associated with each other, then you're going to need to look like someone who's on my level. Get what I mean?
Well, no, I don't really get what you mean. But if how I look bothers you that much, then you could just, not talk to me.
Excuse me?
To make a long story short, for my work, I need to be able to move around easily. That's why I was wearing the clothes I was today. You might even say that's like my work uniform. So, yeah, as much as we were friendly back in college, I'm not going to change the way I dress just to please you.
I take it back. You have changed since college.
I'm sorry to have disappointed you. See you, Ken.
Oh no, Lily, please, for the love of God! You just came into my convenience store wearing the exact ragged clothes you were wearing before! How many times is that now? I lost track at 10!
Good evening, Ken. I'm glad to see you have enough free time at work to text former college classmates about how much you dislike their attire. But really? It's a convenience store that's literally right next door to my place. I don't really feel like I need to dress up like I'm about to walk a Paris runway to grab a hot dog and a fountain drink.
Well, you could at least do better than your outfit today, which, if I had to describe it, was more like you were about to walk downtown to go panhandling. Another day, another cheap t-shirt and old jeans.
I'm pretty sure I explained this to you before. These are the clothes I wear for work.
Aha, sure. Work, huh? Tell me, Lily, how do you go to work when you just stay cooped up in your apartment all day?
I'm sorry, what are you saying?
I'm saying the jig is up, Lily. I know.
What do you know?
That you're not actually going to work. You don't have any kind of job, do you?
Not that it's any of your business, but yes, I do have a job. It just so happens that I'm able to work from home.
Is that so? Interesting. Why don't you go ahead and tell me all about this fascinating job of yours?
I'm an artist.
Oh, I get it. You spend all your time doing those adult coloring books, right?
No, I'm an illustrator and I draw for a living.
Are you kidding me? What kind of living can you make by drawing pictures? Tell you what, I got some old college textbooks full of drawings I did while bored in class. Think I could get a few bucks for those?
Probably not, no. Despite what you think, this is actually a very competitive industry. Only the best of the best can actually make something of themselves doing this.
Yeah, sure, whatever, very impressive. Anyway, we need to get back to the more pressing issue here.
And that is?
The fact that there is absolutely nothing feminine about you in the slightest.
I never asked for your opinion on my femininity, Ken.
Tell you what, I think I know exactly what you need. My girlfriend has unbelievably great fashion sense. How about I set you two up for a meeting, and she can help give you a much-needed makeover?
Oh, you have a girlfriend?
I know, I'm sorry to disappoint you, but I'm taken.
I'm less disappointed and more just surprised.
Oh, yeah? Well, you shouldn't be. Julie is my girlfriend.
Julie? You don't by any chance mean the Julie who I was roommates with in college, do you?
Yeah, she's the one. I gotta say, back in college, Julie and you both look just like you do right now. But holy smokes, I bumped into her a while back, and wow! She had her hair done up all pretty, she was wearing a gorgeous outfit, she had makeup on like she actually cares about her appearance. She was like a whole new woman.
Huh. Yeah, that makes sense to me. You know that Julie's mom is a fashion designer, right? And that she launched her own brand?
Yeah, I knew about that, but, so what?
So Julie's mom talked to her a few years ago about Julie one day taking over the brand. Julie said she was interested, so she started working close together with her mom every day. I understand that most of the clothes she wears around town are her company's products.
Oh, I guess that's cool. So wait, are you and Julie still talking and stuff?
Yeah, from time to time. She hadn't told me anything about getting a boyfriend, though. That's why I was so surprised earlier when you said you were dating her. I found out both that she had a boyfriend and that it was you at the same time.
I see. I guess she probably didn't break the news to you out of pity.
Huh? Pity.
But anyway, now you know, Julie finally became the sort of stylish, attractive girl who's worthy of being my girlfriend. So I asked her out, and the rest is history.
Is there anything else you wanted to talk to me about?
Huh? Oh, nah, not really, I guess.
Cool. Then if you don't mind, I need to go. I'm in the middle of a big project, and I'm really busy right now.
Ah, gotcha. Let me think. I bet you'd probably be able to sell one of your little drawings for about $1 or so. So does that mean you have to do 10 drawings an hour to get minimum wage? Yikes, you must be busy. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Lily, why didn't you tell me you had an older sister?
Older sister?
Yeah, I just saw this absolute hottie walking out of your apartment.
I'm sorry, I have no idea what you're talking about. I don't have an older sister.
Oh, then was that your younger sister?
The only sibling I have is an older brother who doesn't even work in this state.
Huh, that's weird. I've seen your mom come into the store before, so I know it's not her.
Perhaps you saw a ghost?
Nah, I don't believe in ghosts, and even if I did, I don't think ghosts are that hot.
Okay, well, then I don't know what to tell you. The only woman in my family other than myself is my mom.
But then, who was that babe that just walked out of your apartment?
Who knows?
Well, you must know. I saw her this morning around 9 a.m., and my God, you should have seen her. Her makeup was absolutely flawless. She was wearing a luxury brand pantsuit and high heels, and the way she walked, wow! It was like watching a cool spring breeze blowing through a grassy field. This girl absolutely oozed wealth and status from every single fiber of her being.
Wait a second. This girl walked out of my apartment at 9 a.m. wearing a pantsuit?
Do you mean you remembered who she is? Tell me! Tell me right now!
I'm pretty sure the girl you saw was me.
What? That was you?
Yeah, I had a meeting with a client this morning, so, I had to make myself look presentable and all that.
Oh my God!
Okay, maybe I don't dress up like that all too often, but did I really look all that differently from usual?
Okay, I get it now. I never knew you had such a cute and playful side, Lily.
I have a cute and playful side?
Yeah, I see what's going on here. You wanted me to see you, didn't you? You wanted to show off how good you can look when you really put your mind to it, so you got all dressed up and put on a show just for me.
I have no idea what could have possibly given you that impression.
You did your best to hide it, but I can see right through you, Lily. But hey, I'm proud of you. You're finally being honest about your feelings for me.
Oh, no.
Nah, there's nothing you need to be all oh no about. I really do wish you could have been more honest from the get-go.
Ken, what on earth are you going on about?
Aw, man, you're getting shy again.
No, I'm not shy. I'm genuinely confused. Could you please just come right out and say exactly what you mean?
Man, are you really gonna make me say it? This is the sort of thing that you really ought to be saying yourself. It would be way cuter if you did it that way.
I'm not trying to be cute, Ken. Just say what you mean.
All right, if that's what you really want. You're finally admitting that you have a crush on me, and I'm finally ready to allow you to be my new girlfriend.
What?
Congratulations, Lily. You've been waiting a long time for this moment, haven't you? I'll bet you're jumping up and down like a girl in a romantic comedy movie right now.
I'm actually not.
Go ahead, you can admit it. I've known since back when we were in college that you had a crush on me.
Excuse me?
I saw the way you looked at me when we walked by each other on campus, when we had the same classes together. You were practically screaming that you had a crush on me.
I was doing no such thing.
Seriously, you've got nothing to worry about. I didn't pay you any attention back then because you had no style, but that's all in the past. Now that you've become more honest with yourself and are trying your best to impress me. And man, you really hit it out of the park with that outfit this morning. And another thing, that pantsuit was from a really high-end brand, so you must be making a pretty good amount of money, right?
My aunt made me that pantsuit as a present after I graduated from college.
Nah, I know a good brand when I see it. There's no way that was handmade. But anyway, I'm proud to say that you are officially qualified to be my wife.
Ken?
What is it, darling?
You're creeping me out. Whatever this is, knock it off.
Why?
For starters, what about Julie? Didn't you say the two of you were dating?
Oh, her? Yeah, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to bench her for now.
Meaning what?
Meaning from now on, you're gonna be my #1 girl.
I'll pass.
Pass? Are you serious? I think your shy and bashful routine has gone on long enough, Lily. I've gone pretty far out of my way to help you out here. I'm willing to make you my #1, but that's only if you're prepared to play the part. That means you need to be a lot more honest with yourself.
I'm serious, Ken. This is really, really creepy, and I want you to stop. And another thing, you're extremely confused about a lot of things, so let me clear things up for you.
I don't think I'm confused about anything.
I'm sure you don't. For starters, regarding the outfit you saw me wearing today, that's how I always dress when I go to meet with clients.
It is?
Yeah, so I didn't go out of my way to dress up just to impress you. There's only one person who I'd actually dress up for, my fiancé.
Your fiancé?
And another thing, you said you were dating Julie, right?
Well, yeah, but, I guess if you're not available, then I'll just keep going out with her.
Julie says that she's not dating you. She just said that she ran into you in town one day, and after that, you started bombarding her with texts every day. She's apparently considering talking to the police if you continue.
The police? But if it bothers her that much, why not just block me?
She said she really wants to block you, but would feel bad about it since you were friendly back in college. But now you know how she really feels, so stop texting her. Got it?
Wait. How do you know that's how she feels?
She literally told me right now. I'm having lunch with her.
What? But why?
Because she wants me to design a mascot for her company's brand. We're meeting up for lunch today to discuss the details.
A mascot? You do that?
I told you I was an artist, right? That's what I do.
Whoa! That's crazy!
No, you are. And as such, both Julie and I will be blocking your number right now. Just a few days after I sent that final text message and blocked his number, I stopped seeing him at the convenience store. I was friendly with the store manager, so I asked him if Ken had changed shifts or what. Apparently there was an incident involving Ken and a college freshman girl that just got hired. He got the idea in his head that she was crazy about him, so he walked up to her from behind, gave her a big hug, and said, "How's it feel to be my next girlfriend?" She screamed, obviously, and it was so loud that some residents of nearby apartment buildings called the police. He had also been drawing complaints for putting the moves on young female customers, so the manager fired him on the spot. I never saw him again after that, but I did hear something of an update from a friend of mine. After he got fired, he just stayed holed up in his apartment all day, not even leaving to buy food. He spent all his money on delivery to the point that he was unable to pay his rent. His landlord contacted his parents, who came to pick him up and dragged him back home to live with them. I don't know what he's doing now, but I'm really glad I'll never have to deal with him again.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
Hi, so I guess this is kind of awkward, but I figured it's time. You're Sandy, right? Alex's wife? I am, and you are? Alyssa. We haven't met, but I work with one of Alex's clients. Well, work is kind of a stretch. I mostly just hang out around the office and look amazing. All right, so what exactly are we talking about here, Alyssa? I've been seeing your husband, seeing him, and not in a business lunch kind of way. Understood. Go on. That he is so hot. Like, for a married guy, total silver fox. And honestly, way more energy than I expected. Like, wow. That's enough detail. I get the idea. Oh, come on, don't act like you don't know. You're married to him, not his mother. I'm sure you know what kind of fun he can be. We met at that client event 2 months ago, and it's been nonstop ever since. I basically have him wrapped around my finger. I mean, no offense or anything, but he deserves better. Like, he's this successful, powerful, attractive man, and you're just kinda there. I saw a picture of you once. You look fine for someone your age, I guess. But Alex, he needs someone fun, someone who can keep up, someone who doesn't wear cardigans and schedule bedtime. That's quite a confident assessment from someone who's known him for all of 8 weeks. It's not about time, it's about chemistry and, like, connection, which, by the way, we have in spades. He's told me things, personal things. He says you're always calm, always composed, like a robot. I mean, no offense, but that's not sexy. That's, like, exhausting. He needs someone who makes him feel alive, and that's me. You've made yourself very clear. What exactly is it you want from me? A divorce, obviously. You two are clearly not a match anymore. And I want him to be happy with me. Look, I know you're probably, like, freaking out inside or whatever, but you've had your time. It's over. Let him go. You seem to be under the impression that this is a simple matter. It's not. Oh, come on. It's just a marriage. You sign some papers and move on. People do it every day. We have 2 children, one in middle school, one in elementary. So they'll get over it. Kids are, like, super adaptable. My parents divorced and I turned out fine, mostly. Besides, you're not going to stay together for them, right? That's so outdated. That's not what I said, but I'm not going to make a rushed decision based on your little surprise announcement earlier. This is what I mean. So uptight. All right, fine. Let's talk business. How much do you want? Excuse me? I'll pay you to go away quietly, like 100 grand. That should be enough, right? You think you have $100,000 lying around? No, not me. Alex will pay it. Duh. He's rich. He's a CEO. It's like nothing to him. He's already spent way more than that on me. He already got me a new bag, like real designer, not one of those knockoffs you find at outlet stores. And shoes. Oh my gosh, the shoes. I've never owned anything that expensive in my life. And he didn't even blink when he paid for them. Like, just whipped out his card and bam, done. Oh, and the car. Oh, I can't forget the car. He said he wanted me to be safe getting to and from work, so he got me this cute little convertible. I mean, it's not brand new or anything, but it's, like, really classy. I told him I felt like a celebrity, and he said, "That's what you are to me." Isn't that so sweet? That does sound generous of him. Right? I mean, it's easy for him, though. He's a CEO. That's what they do, right? Spend money like it's nothing. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of company he runs. It's something with numbers and screens or whatever. But clearly he's killing it. Yes, he's certainly a CEO. See? I knew it. Honestly, he just has this energy, you know, like total boss vibes. Powerful, confident. The way he talks, it's just, so hot. Definitely not the kind of guy who should be tied down to some uptight suburban housewife. No offense. None taken, but you're right. There's more to Alex's position than meets the eye. A lot more. Okay, what's that supposed to mean? You're making it sound all mysterious and complicated, like some big secret. I already know he's loaded. He told me not to worry about anything, and he acts like the boss of everything. I'm sure he does. But if you're so confident in what you know, then why not meet with me? There are a lot of things I'd like to talk to you about. No thanks. Why would I want to sit across from some bitter old woman with crow's feet and judgment eyes? That sounds like the worst afternoon ever. Plus, I have, like, actual things to do. You know, young people stuff. Shopping, parties, being adored. I thought you might feel that way. No problem. You and Alex can sort out this boring legal stuff on your own, right? I don't care how you split your retirement fund or whatever. Just make it fast. Of course, I'll be sure Alex and I work everything out. Perfect. I knew you'd be reasonable. And hey, just so you know, you're actually super lucky. Most women never even find out that they've been replaced. At least I gave you a heads up. I mean, that's like classy of me, right? Unforgettable, really. Anyway, don't drag this out, okay? I'm not trying to be mean. I just think it's so much better for everyone if you just fade out gracefully. Let go, move on, take a spa day or something. Alex and I, we're moving forward. Big plans. I'm sure you two must have so much in common. We do, actually. He tells me everything. And don't worry, I'm not some gold digger. I'm ambitious, too. Once we're married, I'll probably help him run the company. He said he'd teach me. Like, power couple vibes, right? Oh, I don't doubt it. You'll learn a lot. Good. I'm glad you're taking this well. Guess this means we're done here. Toodles, Granny. Guess who just made it official? That's right. Alex and I are legally married now. You're officially the ex. How does it feel? And before you ask, no, we didn't have a big wedding yet. That's still in the works. But don't worry, it's going to be massive. I'm talking beachfront venue, private chef, imported orchids, maybe even fireworks. Oh, real classy stuff. We've been looking at resorts in Bali for the honeymoon, or maybe Santorini. Depends on how generous Alex is feeling when I pick out the ring. I see you're staying busy. Of course. I'm planning my dream life while you, well, whatever it is you do now. Anyway, I thought I'd be polite and give you a heads up. You might want to start packing. That house you're in, yeah, Alex and I will be needing it back soon. So unless you want movers showing up and throwing your stuff on the lawn, you better get moving. You seem very concerned with who lives in that house for someone who says not to come crawling back. Please, like I'd ever let you near him again. Don't embarrass yourself, Sandy. You lost. I won. Just accept it. Actually, I've been more worried he'd come crawling back to me. Wow, someone's a sore loser. You're really still holding on to this fantasy where he leaves me and comes back to you? That's kind of sad. Like, I get it, aging is rough, must be hard watching someone trade you in for a newer model. But hey, if it makes you feel better to imagine him crawling back, sure, go ahead. Meanwhile, I'll be over here planning our luxury honeymoon, picking out $1 million dress, and prepping to move into my house. You might want to hold off on all that for a little while. Why? Afraid I'll outshine your sad little wedding photos from 20 years ago? Too late. No, I just thought you should know Alex is getting fired. Excuse me? I'll be unemployed by the end of the month. Fired? Yeah, right. You can't just fire a CEO. That's not how it works. Alex is the company. He's the CEO of a subsidiary, a small one, Bakersfield Media. Yeah, exactly. His company. He owns it. His last name is literally on the building. That's my last name. He took it when we got married. Wow, someone's a sore loser. You're really still clinging to this sad little fantasy where he comes crawling back to you? That's kind of pathetic. I mean, seriously, I won. You lost. End of story. But sure, tell yourself whatever you need to. Meanwhile, I've got wedding catalogs and honeymoon brochures to go through. And you've got, what, a tub of ice cream and a dog-eared divorce packet? You might want to hold off on the honeymoon plans. Oh, come on. Is this another one of your I'm still in the picture delusions? Sorry, but we're married now. You're done. That's not what I was referring to. I just thought you might want to know Alex is getting fired. What? Fired? Are you joking? You can't fire the CEO. That's not how anything works. He runs his company. He's the boss. I've seen his business cards. His name is literally on them. Yes, he's the CEO of a subsidiary. Bakersfield Media is one of several dozen companies owned by the Bakersfield Group. So he's a CEO. That means he's the top guy, right? Sure, he's at the top of a very small division, but that position reports directly to the corporate board, and that board reports to me. Wait, what? I'm the CEO of Bakersfield Group, the parent company. I'm the one who put Alex in that role, and now I'm the one signing off on his termination. No, that's not possible. His last name is Bakersfield. This is his company. You said it yourself. It's named after him. No, Alyssa, it's named after me. Alex took my name when we got married. No, that doesn't even make sense. You're trying to confuse me. There's no way Alex took your name. Why would he do that? He didn't have much of a choice. My company had the reputation, the legacy, the resources, everything. It made more sense legally and professionally. That's insane. What kind of man just gives up his name? That's so emasculating. You're just saying this stuff to mess with me. I don't believe you. It's all public record. You're welcome to look it up. Or you could just ask him if you're not too busy planning your $1 million honeymoon. Oh my God. So you're seriously saying this whole time I've been bragging to people about marrying some corporate powerhouse and he's just, what, a glorified assistant? I wouldn't go that far. He had a decent run until he started making some very poor financial decisions. Don't even try to blame me if you're about to say I'm the reason he's losing his job. Actually, no, I was going to say he is the reason, but the consequences, well, those are going to involve you too. Okay, this is getting ridiculous. You don't get to just swoop back in and try to ruin my life just because you're bitter. That's not how this works. I married him. That house, that life, it's mine now. I get it. You're bitter and angry, but seriously, grow up. No, Alyssa, the house is mine. What? I paid for it, signed for it. It's under my name. Always has been. Are you serious? He promised me it would be ours. He said he'd take care of it. You mean to tell me you still own the house? That's what I'm telling you. He never mentioned that. He acted like it was his. He said he wanted me to redecorate, to start fresh. I was going to knock down that weird reading nook in the back. I'd hold off on that demo plan unless you want to be charged for property damage too. Okay, this is like a lot to process. I mean, I guess it's fine if the house is still technically yours or whatever. It's not like we're living there anyway. Alex said we'd buy our own house soon, bigger, with a pool. He said once the money situation was handled, we'd be set. Yes, handled. That's one way to put it. Whatever. You're just trying to scare me. I'm not worried. Alex always figures something out. Besides, he's still going to pay you that $100,000 I promised, right? He said he would. He has to. That was like the deal. That's adorable, but I'm afraid that's not all you two are going to have to pay. What? The $100,000 was just the opening act. You're about to see the whole show. What are you talking about? That was our agreement. You said if I paid you off, you'd go away. You can't just move the goalposts. I didn't move anything, but someone else did. What does that mean? It means Alex used company funds, my company funds, to pay for all those generous gifts you bragged about. And that, Alyssa, is embezzlement. Embezzlement? What are you even talking about? Alex literally runs the company. He can do whatever he wants with the money. You're just saying that to mess with me. I'm saying it because it's true. No, you're lying. He said the card he used for my stuff was a business card. That's what he called it, like for business expenses. A business card isn't a magic pass to fund your shopping sprees. But, well, he said it was fine. He had, like, an expense account. He literally told me to pick out whatever I wanted. And you didn't stop to think maybe a man whose business was already going under shouldn't be handing out $5,000 handbags like candy? He never said anything was going under. He told me everything was fine. He said your company was just, I don't know, restructuring or something. It's been restructuring since the moment I caught him rerouting funds. Oh my God. Wait, how much are we talking about? So far, the estimate is just over $1.1 million. What? $1 million? Give or take, he was very sneaky. Took me a while to catch it, but once I did, well, now the legal process is underway. You're suing him? The company is. Then why aren't you telling me? I didn't even know what he was doing. I wasn't part of it. No, that's interesting because you sure seemed proud of all the things he was buying you. Okay, but like, I didn't steal anything. I didn't know. That has to count for something, right? I thought it was just his money. He never said it was stolen. Intentional or not, the law sees things a little differently now that you're legally married. What does that even mean? It means you and Alex are now financially bound. Assets, debts, consequences. You signed the papers, Alyssa. You're in this with him. No. That's not fair. I didn't agree to this. Actually, you did. You just didn't read the fine print. What fine print? The prenup Alex had you sign. And wait, that wasn't a prenup. That was just like marriage paperwork. He said it was to protect me. And technically it does. It ensures you're entitled to half of what's his. Unfortunately, what's his is now a massive debt. No. This has to be a joke. You're lying. You really should have read what you signed. According to the contract, which your new husband personally drafted, in the event of any legal or financial damages caused during the marriage, you're responsible for half. He wrote that? He did, quite smugly, actually. Said it was his final play. No, this can't be happening. This is like illegal or something, right? There's no way I can be forced to pay for something I didn't do. You can't just stick me with $500,000 in corporate fraud. The courts will decide the final number, but yes, under the contract, you are liable. But I didn't even want the contract. He just handed it to me in this stupid faux leather folder and said, "Sign here, babe." I thought it was romantic. He said it would protect our future. He lied. Yes, he did, and you chose to believe every word. Ugh! This is not fair. I was just living my life, enjoying my relationship. You can't punish me for that. No one's punishing you for being in love. You're facing consequences for spending money that didn't belong to you. That's his fault. He tricked me. He bought all that stuff. I didn't force him to. You were more than happy to show it off, more than happy to brag about it. I remember. Oh my God. I'm gonna be ruined. This will ruin me. What am I supposed to do? Sell my car, my clothes? I can't just make that kind of money overnight. Then I suggest you start learning. Grow up, take responsibility. I am a victim. No, Alyssa, you're a grown woman who made a series of choices, and now you're learning what choices cost. Okay, wait. Can we just slow down for a second? I didn't mean for any of this to happen, I swear. If I had known what Alex was doing, if I'd had known it was stolen or whatever, I never would have. You would have what? Said no to the Birkin bag? Told him to return the convertible? I mean, I might have asked a few more questions. But this isn't fair. I thought he was just being generous. I'm not, like, a criminal. No one's calling you a criminal, but you're not a child either. I was just trying to be happy. I thought he loved me. And now I feel used and stupid. And I don't even know how I'm gonna fix this. Please, Sandy, I'm sorry, okay? I'm really sorry. I messed up. I let my guard down. I thought I was the one in control, but I wasn't. I got played. You did, and you weren't the only one, but unlike me, you were too proud to question anything. Please, I don't have anyone else to talk to about this. Everyone's gonna think I'm some horrible person. Then maybe stop acting like one. You torched my marriage, you flaunted what you thought was your victory, and now that it's falling apart, you want comfort? I don't know. Then maybe it's time you start learning what it means to take responsibility. No more excuses, no more crocodile tears. Please, Sandy, please. I'm not strong like you. I don't know how to handle this. You wanted the life of a CEO wife. Now you've got it. Bills and all. Buckle up. Alex came crawling back, begging me not to fire him. He said that it was all a mistake, that he got swept up in the fantasy and that he still cared about me. I let him say his piece, then I signed the termination paperwork. Actions have consequences. Alyssa, predictably, refuses to lift a finger. She says she's not built for working more than a few hours a day. She expects Alex to pay off the entire debt himself, but with his reputation in ruins and every potential employer knowing what he did, no one's hiring him. I'm focused on my kids. They've seen more than they should have, and I'm doing my best to keep their lives steady. Some days are hard, but we're getting through it. I've got my work, my home, and the people who matter. We'll be okay. Better, even. We already are.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
Kara, do you have a moment? I need to talk to you about something. Vivian, what's going on? What do you need to talk about? You work at a law office, right? Something related to lawyers? Yeah, I'm a legal secretary for a law office. Why? Is something wrong? Well, I was wondering if the lawyer you work for is experienced with divorce cases. Divorce? My boss doesn't specialize in that, but I could find someone who does. Do you know someone going through a divorce? No, it's not someone I know. It's me. I'm the one getting a divorce. Wait, what? You? You and Ben? You're joking, right? I wish I was, but no, it's real. That's why I reached out. I remembered that you work at a law firm, and I thought maybe you could help me find a good divorce lawyer. I can't believe this. You and Ben have been together since high school. You two were always so close. What happened? It's complicated. Let's just say we had a huge fight, and there's no going back from it. A fight? A fight so bad that it's leading to a divorce? What on earth happened? Like I said, it's complicated. Things have been building up for a while, and yesterday everything just exploded. There's no fixing it. I don't even know what to say. This is so sudden, but I guess if it's really over, there's not much I can do. I'll talk to my boss and see if he can refer you to someone. That would be great. Thank you. Are there any specific things you need to discuss with the lawyer? Like, do you need help figuring out what to do before the divorce is finalized? Or are you concerned about how to divide assets? If you let me know in advance, I can make sure you get the right advice. Actually, there's one thing I really need to know about. I want to understand how alimony works. Alimony? Wait a second, that means Ben did something wrong, didn't he? He cheated. No way, that doesn't sound like him. No, it wasn't Ben. It was me. What? Yeah, I'm the one that cheated. Hold on. You're the one who had an affair? Yeah. Vivian, are you serious right now? I am. Ben found out yesterday, and we had a huge fight. After that, there was no going back. So we decided to get a divorce. I can't believe this. You cheated? I know, it's a lot. Vivian, I don't even know what to say. I mean, I just assumed that if you were asking about alimony, it meant Ben did something terrible. But if you were the one who had an affair, well, that's why I need to know more. I want to understand how alimony works in a situation like mine. Specifically, I want to know if there's a way to reduce it. Reduce it? Wait, are you talking about Ben paying you alimony? Of course, that's how it works, right? The woman gets alimony. Hold on, you think you're getting alimony? Even though you're the one who cheated? Well, yeah, that's how it usually works, isn't it? No, that's not how it works. Alimony isn't some automatic thing women get just because they're women. It depends on who's at fault, and in this case, you're the one who had an affair. But I still need money. I mean, just because I'm getting divorced doesn't mean I won't have financial needs, and I'm only working part-time. Vivian, are you hearing yourself right now? You cheated on your husband, and now you want him to pay you alimony? I mean, yeah, why not? Because that's not how this works. Alimony is for the spouse who is financially dependent and also not at fault. You're the one who broke the marriage. Why would Ben have to pay you? Wait, so you're saying I don't get anything? Exactly. You don't get alimony if you were the one who caused the divorce. If anything, you might have to pay Ben. What? Women can be ordered to pay alimony? Of course. It doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman. If you're the one who cheated, you're the one responsible. But I'm the one getting divorced. Doesn't that mean I should get something? No, that's not how this works at all. I don't understand. I always thought that when couples get divorced, the woman gets financial support. That's not how the law works. If you had been faithful and Ben had just decided to leave you, then maybe you could argue for alimony. But in this case, you're the one who caused the divorce. You don't get rewarded for that. But that doesn't seem fair. Fair? Are you serious right now? You cheated and now you expect Ben to pay for your future? That's beyond unfair. But I'll have expenses after the divorce, and I'm planning to marry the guy I had an affair with. It's not like I can afford to lose all financial support. Wait. You're telling me you already have plans to marry the guy you cheated with? Yeah. Unbelievable. What? Vivian, you're asking Ben to pay you money so that you can start a new life with the man you cheated with. Do you hear how ridiculous that sounds? I just thought that's how it worked, that the woman gets support. No, that's not how it works. And even if it did, do you seriously think Ben would just accept that? I don't know. I just don't want to struggle financially. Vivian, listen to me. This isn't about you struggling financially. It's about consequences. Actions have consequences. You made a choice, and now you have to live with it. You can't just expect Ben to finance your new life. But I really thought I'd still be entitled to something. You're not. If anything, Ben could sue you for damages. He could demand financial compensation for emotional distress. What? Yeah, if he wanted, he could sue you. And if the court sides with him, you might end up paying him instead of the other way around. That's insane. No, what's insane is thinking you deserve alimony after breaking your marriage. I didn't think it would be like this. Vivian, I think you need to take a step back and really think about what you're asking for. I guess. I just thought things would work out in my favor. Well, they won't. You made a choice. Now you have to deal with the consequences. I don't know what to do now. Find a good lawyer and prepare yourself, because this divorce isn't going to go the way you thought it would. Kara, what am I going to do? This is a nightmare. I didn't know I'd have to pay alimony. Yeah, I kind of figured you didn't. Isn't that something only guys pay? Like the husband supports the wife after the divorce. That's how it works, right? No, Vivian, that's not how it works. It's 2025, not the 1950s. Alimony isn't about gender. It's about who's responsible for the marriage ending. And in this case, that's you. This can't be happening. I thought I'd be the one getting paid, not the other way around. Yeah, because screaming for a divorce after cheating on your husband is such a winning strategy. I didn't think it through, okay? I was angry. Ben was yelling at me. What was I supposed to do? Just stand there and let him tear me apart? Honestly, yeah. You kind of should have. You betrayed him, Vivian. He had every right to be furious. What did you expect? That he'd just shrug and say, "Oh well, no big deal"? I know I screwed up. But he was constantly losing it. He was yelling, crying. He even called me disgusting. Do you have any idea how humiliating that was? Vivian, seriously? You're upset because he made you feel bad? What about how you made him feel? You shattered his trust. You took the life you were building together and set it on fire. Did you really think there wouldn't be consequences? I didn't think it would be like this. I thought maybe we'd fight, he'd cool down, and we'd work through it. I never imagined it would actually lead to divorce. Well, it did, and you're the one who pushed it there. But what if I take it back? If I say I don't want the divorce anymore, maybe we can stop everything, right? It doesn't work like that. You can't just hit rewind. If you're the one at fault, you don't get to change your mind when things get tough. And let's be honest, do you really think Ben wants to fix things after what you did? I don't know. I thought maybe, deep down, he still loves me enough to try. I'm not sure love works like that after betrayal. And if he's serious about leaving, there's nothing you can do to stop him. But I didn't mean it. When I screamed that I wanted a divorce, I wasn't thinking straight. I was just lashing out. I thought I had the upper hand. I thought I'd be walking away with alimony, not a bill. Wow, you really didn't think this through, did you? I didn't think I needed to. I'm the wife. Doesn't that mean I'm supposed to be the one who gets support? No, you cheated, Vivian. Cheaters don't get rewarded. They pay. And the worst part, you didn't just ruin your marriage. You blew up your entire life. I didn't mean to ruin everything. Intentions don't matter. Actions do. I can't believe this is happening. And now that Ben's left, I don't even know where he is. You think he's coming back? I thought he would. I thought he just needed some time to cool off. But it's been over a day and I haven't heard from him. He's probably at his parents' place. If he's at his parents' house, then they already know. No, oh, no way. Vivian, be real. You think his mother, would keep quiet about something like this? You know she's probably already called half the family, and I wouldn't be surprised if your parents are next. Oh my God, if my parents find out, oh, Kara, they'll kill me. Yeah, well, maybe you should have thought of that before you blew up your marriage. I can't believe this. I have to do something. There has to be a way to fix this. What if I get a lawyer, a really good one? A lawyer can't perform miracles. This isn't some legal loophole you can wiggle through. You cheated. The law is pretty clear on that. But I already told my boyfriend he wouldn't have to worry about anything. I promised him Ben would be the one paying. If it turns out I have to pay, and a lot, he's going to freak out. Wait, you already told him he wouldn't have to pay anything? Yeah. Oh, Vivian, that was stupid. I didn't know, okay? I thought it was a sure thing. Well, it's not. And you know what's worse? Ben can also sue your boyfriend for damages. What? He can sue him. Your affair caused emotional and financial harm. The law allows Ben to go after both of you. No. This can't be real. He can't do that. He absolutely can. How much are we even talking about? I mean, it can't be that much, right? Depending on the circumstances, somewhere between 20 and 30,000. 30 grand? Each. Each? You mean my boyfriend has to pay 30,000 too? Yeah, welcome to reality. He's going to lose it. We don't have that kind of money. Yeah, well, should have thought of that before you cheated. But if we split it, it's only 15,000 each. That's still doable if we cancel the honeymoon. Hold on, what did you just say? If we cancel the honeymoon, we can cover it. Vivian, it's not 30,000 combined. It's 30,000 each. You owe 30,000 and he owes 30,000. No way. That's insane. That's how it works, and it gets worse. How could it possibly get worse? Your boyfriend is married, right? Yeah, why? If his wife finds out, and trust me, she probably will, she can sue both of you too. What? You heard me. Another 30,000 each. No way. That's $60,000. I don't have that kind of money. Not my problem. I'm just a part-timer. What happens if I can't pay? If you can't pay, the court can garnish your wages. Every paycheck you get, it'll go straight to them. No. There has to be a way out. Your boss is a lawyer. Can't he fix this? Vivian, no lawyer can make this disappear. But there has to be someone who's never lost a case. This isn't a TV show. There's no magic lawyer who can clean up your mess. You did this to yourself. Why is this happening to me? Oh, I don't know. Maybe because you cheated on your husband and then acted like you were the victim. You're supposed to help me. You're my friend. I am helping you. I'm telling you the truth. Forget it. I'll find my own lawyer, someone who actually knows what they're doing. You're useless, Kara. Don't ever contact me again. Vivian, wait. Goodbye, Kara. Unbelievable.
Kara, it's been a while. It's Ben.
Wait, Ben? Are you okay? I've heard a lot from Vivian, but are you really all right?
First off, I just want to apologize for all the trouble that Vivian caused you. I've heard she really made a mess of things over there, and I just feel terrible about it. But anyway, I'm relieved to say that things with the divorce have finally settled down. It's been a long process, but it looks like we've reached a point where things are at least somewhat wrapped up for now.
I see. Well, that's good, I guess. It's a relief, but at the same time, I'm still not entirely sure what happened. So what happened after everything settled? If you don't want to go into too much detail, I completely understand, but I can't help but be curious. You've been through a lot, and I just want to know how you're holding up.
Honestly, I actually want to share the whole thing with you. I still can't believe Vivian turned out the way she did. I thought I knew her, you know? It's been one shock after another, one unbelievable moment after another. I really had no idea how much things had spiraled out of control.
What on earth did she do? I can't even imagine.
Well, here's where it all started. She actually showed up for the meeting we set up for the divorce proceedings, but you won't believe this. She brought the guy she's been seeing along with her. I had already invited Vivian's parents, and to be honest, I wasn't expecting it to be so tense. But she made it even worse by inviting the guy's parents and his wife to the meeting, too. And when we all sat down to talk, out of nowhere she turns to his wife and yells, "Why are you here, you homewrecker?"
Wait, what? The homewrecker was Vivian. How could she say something like that? Especially in front of everyone, including the lawyer.
Yeah, it was right there in front of the lawyer. And as if that wasn't enough, she went on to say, "Since you don't have a lawyer, you should leave too." Can you believe that?
What kind of reasoning is that? She's the one who's been messing around and she has the nerve to say something like that? Ugh, unreal.
Exactly. It was completely off the rails from the start, and things only got worse from there. I'm still in disbelief about it.
So what happened next? Did you manage to get anywhere with the actual discussion?
Well, once things settled down a little, we started talking about the divorce itself, dividing the assets, figuring out the alimony, all that. But then out of nowhere she says, "We both quit our jobs, so we can't pay any alimony."
Wait, they both quit their jobs? Both of them? Why on earth would they do that? What is the reasoning behind that?
Apparently Vivian had told them that if they couldn't afford to pay, the wages would be garnished, and I don't know how, but somehow they came to this wild conclusion that if there was no income, there would be nothing to garnish. So in their minds, if they didn't have jobs, they didn't have to pay anything. Can you even imagine?
That's the most ridiculous logic I have ever heard. So they quit their jobs because of that? That's insane. It sounds like something out of a bad comedy. They really did that?
I know, right? It's almost like they thought they could get away with anything. So then our lawyer had to step in and explain that the money would definitely be collected, whether through wage garnishment or another means. But then Vivian says, "Well, if you get a lawyer, could you at least wait until we get one to discuss the alimony? It's unfair that you have one and we don't." She also said, "If we do get a lawyer, can you reduce the alimony?"
Wait, what? She wants to get a lawyer, but then asks for a reduction in the alimony if they do? What's going on in her head? That's just baffling.
I don't even know. I really don't understand it myself. And to make matters worse, she started acting like my lawyer was the enemy, like we were on opposite sides. Right in front of our lawyer, she says, "I'll pay double what Ben will pay if you come over to our side." I'm just sitting there completely dumbfounded. Our lawyer was so embarrassed that he just gave a half smile, but I couldn't stop thinking, how did I end up married to someone like this?
Wow, that sounds like a nightmare. I can't even begin to imagine how embarrassing that must have been for you. So what happened after that? Was the meeting just over after she made such a scene?
It was definitely a turning point. At that point, Vivian's parents had to intervene and pretty much shut her and the guy up. Once that happened, things started moving along a lot more smoothly, surprisingly. Vivian's parents agreed to cover the alimony for now, and Vivian would pay them back once she finds work again. For the guy, well, they decided to sell everything he owned, his house, his car, all his personal belongings, and use the money to cover the alimony. They even promised to handle the child support. Finally, I got her to sign the divorce papers.
So it seems like everything eventually worked out, though it's hard to say if it was for the best. Sounds like a relief, but I can't imagine how mentally exhausting all of this must have been.
I'm completely drained. Physically, I feel like I ran a marathon, but mentally, I feel like I've been through some kind of war. I swear, it felt like I was talking to an alien half the time. I don't even know how to explain it. I just want to forget all of it for a while.
So now that things are finally wrapped up, what's next for you? Are you planning on staying in the same place, or are you going to move out?
No, I'm definitely moving out. The apartment is too big for just me, and honestly, I don't feel safe anymore. I'm worried that Vivian might start stalking me, so I've even requested a transfer at work to make sure I'm away from everything.
What a disaster. I'm really sorry things turned out like this. I'm just trying to understand how she ended up like that. How could she go from being someone you could trust to this?
I don't know. It's like infidelity just drove her completely crazy. It's been a real eye-opener for me. Anyway, I've decided that I need to take some time for myself just to rest and recover from everything that's happened. I really appreciate you listening to all of this. I don't think I could have made it through without people like you to talk to.
Of course, I'm happy to listen. Honestly, I was really concerned about you. You should absolutely take some time to rest and get your mind and body back in order. You've been through so much and you need that time to heal.
Thanks. I really appreciate it. Anyway, I have to get going. I still have a lot of moving to do, and I've got a few other things to take care of.
All right, well, take care of yourself. We'll talk again soon. I'm here if you need anything.
Thanks again, Kara. I'll keep in touch. Take care.
Afterwards, Ben was transferred to a branch outside the state and had to move. It was a significant change for him as everything in his life seemed to shift, and he was left to navigate a new environment, new colleagues, and a whole new way of living. Moving wasn't easy, especially when you had so much to leave behind. He couldn't help but feel a strange sense of relief as he packed his things, knowing that the physical distance would somehow lessen the emotional one. Meanwhile, Vivian stayed behind. She returned to her family's house to live under their watchful eyes, a decision that made Ben feel a little uneasy, though he couldn't pinpoint exactly why. The family dynamic was complicated, and Vivian's debts had piled up. Her sense of responsibility for them was overwhelming, and the pressure to repay everything seemed unbearable. Still, she didn't want to burden her parents more than she already had. She quietly tried to mend the mess she created, taking on odd jobs and working tirelessly to reduce the debt. But her life wasn't as simple as that. In the beginning, Ben didn't hear much about her. She was busy with her financial struggles and had her own battles to fight. But as time went on, he couldn't ignore the feeling that something wasn't right. He began to notice subtle signs that suggested Vivian wasn't moving on. Her messages started to appear at all hours of the day and night. Long, winding texts filled with details about her life, about what she was doing, how she was feeling, and how she couldn't quite shake the memories of what they had shared. At first, Ben thought it was just a moment of weakness, a lingering attachment that would eventually fade. But it didn't fade. Instead, it grew, intensifying with each passing day. He would hear from mutual acquaintances that Vivian had been asking about him, lingering in places where she knew he might be. It wasn't obvious, not at first, but it soon became undeniable. Vivian's life was spiraling into something that felt less like a person struggling to move forward and more like someone trapped in the past, unable or unwilling to let go. Ben had expected this. He knew her well enough to anticipate that she wouldn't simply walk away from everything they had been, especially given the depth of her emotions and her obsession with the idea of them together. And as much as he wanted to help her, to offer guidance or even comfort, he also realized that it was no longer his responsibility. He couldn't take that burden on his shoulders again, not after everything that had happened between them. So he did his best to keep his distance, to ignore the signs that she was beginning to cross boundaries that should never have been crossed. But Vivian didn't seem to understand. The more Ben pulled away, the more she seemed to be drawn toward him. It wasn't enough to send a few messages. She began showing up uninvited at places he frequented, trying to find him, hoping to see him again, even if just for a fleeting moment. She would wait around outside the places he worked, hoping he might accidentally pass by. And when he didn't, she would simply wait longer, her patience unyielding. It all came to a head one night when Vivian made her most drastic move yet. She snuck into the apartment building they had once shared, the one where they had spent so many nights talking, laughing, fighting, and growing together. Ben had long since moved out, but the memories lingered in the halls, the walls, and in every corner. Vivian couldn't let go of that space, couldn't let go of the idea of what their life could have been had things gone differently. That night, as the moon cast a pale glow over the city, she made her way to the entrance of the building, hoping to find a way inside. She knew it was wrong, knew she had no business being there, but the urge was too strong. She couldn't stop herself. She was lost in a world of her own making, unable to break free from the pull of the past. However, what she didn't expect was that someone would notice. Someone had seen her standing by the door, her presence an unsettling anomaly in the quiet night. A neighbor, someone who had no idea who she was or what she was doing, had recognized her from past interactions and called the police. By the time Vivian had gotten close enough to the entrance to try and make her way in, the flashing lights of a squad car were already approaching, the sound of sirens piercing the air. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.